Welcome to the 5-point series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we are picking up on the 15th of August 1973. And in the last part we were basically trying to pick up the pieces after a major population crash that resulted in the depopulation of this area up here. And what I want to do is carry on trying to build the population up a little bit, preparing for our population to move back into here. Another project is to get this silo built so that we can get this farm online next spring. So that's a project that we're going to need to do going into the winter. But at the moment, I'm just trying very hard to build up the money at the moment. So I'm not going to rush into that silo. And the other thing is, if you've been following the series, you've been aware that I was talking about building this area up out here. And I've spent quite a lot of time and effort getting out to here to try and build a steel industry out here, and in the long term I want to do that. But I think the problem I've got is that to get this up and running is just going to take way too much time. So I've come up with another idea, and this is based on a suggestion someone posted in the comments. And as usual, a big thank you for all your comments, because you give me so much to think about. And what the suggestion was is that I put together a small steel industry, and what I've done, I've started to think about is getting back to this original project out here, and that's what we're going to be focusing on this part, because if I remember correctly, the coal mine, which I had already planned, and the steel mill and the iron mine are very close together. So in order to support that, what I'm going to do is what's that there? Oh, well, I don't want that. Certainly going to try and get rid of that. Is it? I don't want that there. I want to take this road out and that would be the winter project. And though I do have another winter project down here as well, I think this is finished. I want to get this built in as well. This road is quite important because it provides another back road into this area. So I want that built, and I want that built, and hopefully that will be the only jobs that my construction office, they've got a few jobs here, but I think they can catch up. Now, of course, if you watch the previous part, I brought my work crew out here, but I think we'll be okay. So what we're going to do now is just go and look at the steel production area. It's never going to be high capacity, so we're only going to be working relatively small scale, but it will allow me to build a village out here. You can see I've already set up the crossroads here. And as I say, we've already got the coal mine, and what I need to do, I think I've already got it set on iron. And just have a look at where the iron is. It's saying that there's a reasonably big deposit down in this area somewhere for an iron mine. Come on. It's a bit close. Then again, oh no, oh, that's better. That the best one I've got here is 37%. It looks like that's roughly what we're going to go for. Quite interesting is that this coal mine's actually got factory connections to it. I suppose we could put a dump on it, couldn't we? I've never considered that. But then I don't think these are ever going to get to a peak production, so I think I'm going to flip it that way so we can bring the conveyors out that side. If I can get that 37% again, it's about there. Right, I'm going to put you there. So we got a coal mine here, there, and of course what we're going to need to do is work towards this here first. So next thing we're going to put in is a conveyor. I want a reasonable size, but the biggest factor is going to be the amount of steel. This is 30. This holds 1900. It holds 34 tons of steel. This one will hold 2000, and it's 29 tons of steel. Wow, that is big. It's that way round. So I think maybe that's a little bit too big. This is 2000. This is another odd shaped one. That's the only thing about these stores. And that's 5000. Wow. The advantage with this is that I could kind of pull things. I don't think we're ever going to have that amount of coal coming through here, so maybe that's just way over the top. I think we're going to go small, actually. My argument for that is that if I've got more than 870 tons of coal sat here, there's something badly going wrong. So I think I need a 3 excavator. Thank you, game. Okay. We can work this way round. What I can I can't get an excavator because I'm building this road here. Okay, that's just the way it is. So we've now got that here. Back to fossil fuel, no, metallurgy. This is so we want. Now, the thing about it's a game, we're gonna have the same problem here as well, isn't it? Oh. Okay, I've got myself a bit stuck here, guys. So, because we need to build these out and get it leveled. Well, there's one way I can do this. There's a way, there's a will. I mean, truthfully, you've already got the trucks out here laying the gravel. So what we'll do is put out a reconstruction office. Put you out here. Connect you up with one. I don't want to spend money buying the excavators, so what we'll do is I'm having a few problems with this what we call it. I'm wondering if I take out you, put you in there, whether if I buy an excavator, well, that will help the process a bit. That's 33, that's 28, that's 22, 18. I'm going to buy one of those, put the excavator in there. Now, do I have excavators here? I'm going to steal a couple of excavators from here. Probably these ones here. They don't have to be massively productive. They just got to be able to get out here and do their thing. And then that will allow me to design and build this area here. I think when we build this town here, it's going to be more of a permanent town, I think. You out there. I think the other thing I will do is put a free gas station out here as well. It won't do any harm to have a fuel supply out here. And what's the fuel situation we've got at the moment? Ooh. Oh, the other thing we're also I think this has got a bit tied up as well. Get you guys on that. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Actually, I don't think I will. I think we'll use the other one here. Where are you? These guys. These are actually importing fuel, but I'd rather have these running all the way out here than those ones that are kind of providing the general support. And we'll just put you there. 30% would, no, 50% would do. Don't need too much out here. How's the population going? Happiness is back to 83%. Still got some things to finish here, but at the moment I'm quite happy with the situation. We're making bitumen. This road is now finished, so I can remove this. Through here. And we can put some trees back in again, replace the trees that I demolished. Put the trees back in here, maybe a little bit up there as well. How's this road being built? Yeah, so we're still working on that. We've now got these two buildings here, and if we can fill both of these up, I think what I can do is we're going to invite some immigrants from the third world. Get about 13 there, just to push the population forward a little bit. We've got 313,000 at the moment, and only on September. I'm going to wait till about the middle of winter, and then we're going to start working on this. So it's going to need 155 tons of steel. I don't normally bother too much about this, but we're going to take a look. Let's have a look at steel prices. Be 571 rubles per ton of steel. So that's 155 is going to be nearly half this amount. Although what I can do actually, got some steel in here actually. I'm going to be a bit kind of cheeky here. Also going to have to be a little bit of a risk. If I put some steel there and because you've only got roads, so no, we're going to have to be a little bit careful here, because if we use up all the steel, we won't be able to repair our what we call it. Actually, how much? I've just had a thought. What's the capacity here? It's 24 tons. Okay. Do I have an open hole here? That's a covered hole. I'm looking for a trucks there. What we got here? And we got, what are you guys doing? Okay, you're actually open store. You're, where's that? What? Okay, you're actually dropping off there. And where are you? You're picking up, you can pick up from the scrapping facility. Right, we're going to be a little bit kind of cheeky here. Where's the... We have a customs post here. 3 customs posts. Load steel. And then... we're going to set you to 50%. Because we're not scrapping anything just at the moment. So what I might be able to do temporarily is take advantage of this steel and control the flow of steel out to there so that we don't take a massive hit from the bit there. We actually got rid of that. Right, we finally got rid of this road here. Done it. Yes, yeah. One thing when you come to delete roads, if there's vehicles on that road or using it, they can't actually do it. I think we can. Oops. I think that is a one-way road, but well, it's going to be a one-way road anyway. So I think it's a one-way road. Let me just check. But there's already one way yet. And the other thing I need to check is the priorities. Right. That gets that flowing in that direction. Right, we're on the 21st of September. How's the fertility here? Fertility is good. How much crops are we building up here? We are building up a lot of crops, so we're now probably in a converse situation in the sense that what's happening now, probably what happened now, is that we will run out of space. I just want to make sure these guys are... I'm going to set you to 100% so that you keep putting all this maximum number of crops in there. Right, hopefully by now the... Actually, sorry. Okay, I seem to have lost a what we call it. Right, this guy's rolling this. That's good. Do we have an excavator? We've got 2 excavators out here now. So we can start work on this area again. We should be able to... keep that as short as possible. There's no point wasting money. Right, this is coal. And we'll do fossil fuel, coal ore processing. Oh, see if I flip that way. That should get... that will get the... Would I want 2 or 1? I think what I'm going to do is give myself the option should I need it. So come here. It will cost a little bit more money, but this is something you do need to consider when you're working in realistic mode. That you do need that to give yourself options. So actually we'll use footpaths, it's a bit tidier. So if we push you out to there, coal ore processing. Have to flip it that way. So actually got quite a lot of space on that side, so I think we're actually going to put it that way round with maybe a slight angle. So put that there. And what we want on this side is iron ore processing plant. Again, I think we're gonna have give ourselves. Oops, don't want that. Again, I think I'm gonna give myself the option. I think I'll do it that way. So we'll have that option there, and then we're you there. Put that in there. So we've now got coal being produced, that being produced. And I'm going to stick with the small aggregate coming out of here. Again, we're just going to angle it slightly. Right, we're going to have to get across this road. Crossing the road is always a bit of a pain in the neck. Up here. Get you just across the road like that. Do that way. Put you there. So what we've got now is the iron ore being produced. The coal on that side. It's definitely iron, isn't it? Iron mine. Be a bit careful. Iron ore processing, coal processing, and then what we need down here is a small steel mill. Getting a bit close to there, but I can always build the town back that way. Looks like this is finished, so we can take this out. I think it's that there. I'm not sure I am actually going to need this. I think this was an attempt to manufacture coal, wasn't it? So we might that's not going to be a problem. Just want to check. Well, this is being repaired. Put that on high priority if we can get that sorted. While we're here, I just want to come back to okay. Right, we have got an efficiency problem with respect to I think what I am going to do is add you as a pickup, and I'm going to remove you. I'm just going to try and manually administer this so that these guys will go and there you go. And what these are going to do is actually empty the fields. I'm going to need probably another one of these actually. Let me just check. Yeah, we've only got 2 of these operating inside the farm, and that can actually distort the figures a bit. So I'm going to have to kind of manually manage that. Right. Let me just get back to, I just want to check one thing and then we'll get back to right. According to this, these guys have got no work. If you're not on that, that's a bit of a fail, isn't it? I really want to push this out, so we're going to push you right out like that and get that built as well. Does that mean that the 2 roads up here have been finished? This is the thing about this game. You need eyes in the back of your head, to be honest, to get things done. Right, that's built, that's built, that's built. Because put that on there as well. Just want to go over and check the this is coming along really well. Okay. Still needs 78 tons of steel. Trouble is, the ironic thing is it'll probably burn down. I think this is actually kind of working. Oh, it was working. Right, I think we're going to have to put you back on there. The rest of the job. And we're going to remove you from... we're importing that. It's these guys, isn't it? And I don't want you importing steel anymore. Go back to your former role. So we're pushing this out here. Now, I want to make a decision on the steel mill. I don't want the full-sized one. Let me just see what we've got. Okay, iron ore processing. We got a small steel mill here that will process 124 tons of steel. Got a coal fueled steel mill, which is a bit odd, but we got this one here which will produce 12 tons of steel for 150 workers. This will produce 24 tons for 200 workers. I don't think I've ever built this. Oh, it looks pretty cool actually. We could put you in here. How much pollution do you produce though? 37 tons. What's that compared to the actual steel mill? This one produces 39. This one doesn't. It's 2.4, but it only produces 3.2 tons of steel. That's no good. This one produces 18 tons of steel. This produces 12 tons of steel, 112, and it's only 50 tons. What's this is going to take? I think we're going to go with this. It's a bit pretty big, but I think I can work with it. We don't need to worry about the rail connection. Actually, how much import size it's got? Yeah, I think we're going to go with this. If I can get that as a direct connection, that would be brilliant. So just drop the steel mill there. And just realised that that's a little bit close, so want to make sure that we probably need a gravel road anyway. Oh, it doesn't make any difference what road it is at the moment. Yeah, that will come out there. That will come out there. That mine will come there. We'll eventually need a bus stop here. Now, what we will need out of here is an open store. Again, we go with small because if this is not, I mean, if this is not pulling down the required stuff, then it's going to be okay. And then what we're also going to need here is a cargo pickup here. Or will be You can come there. You can... Oh, no, it's not built yet. And then you made a mistake there. So we've now got this complex here. This is way too close. We're going to have to pull our town back to here. Now, so I'm going to get rid of this lot. I'm never going to build it, so there's no point having it. I think we will demolish this. It says suspended demolition. What will happen if I do this? It just leaves it attached. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm not worried about that. I can work around that. Obviously, this was built in sections. This will need the demolition crew on it. Same as this. Get these guys to tidy up this area. Oops. Allocate you. I mean, this will give us a little bit more reason to... It's done. This is this one. We'll just be stuck with this in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, it's nothing. That's okay. I can live with it. Can I tidy that up? Where's the... Oops. Right, we can demolish that as one piece. I think. No, the game's not gonna let me. It's okay. You clear up this area here. Now, a steel mill producing 37 tons of steel, pollution, not steel, will need to be roughly a kilometer away. So the steel mill's there. We're talking a town roughly in this area here. We've got a fire. Okay. What's burning down now? Oh, that should be okay. And again, just to illustrate, I've kind of talked about this before. Well, crew's already been there, done it. Yeah, buildings that catch fire actually have maintenance problems. Is that another one, or was that the same one? Nope, we got fire here. Oh, these guys are really on the job at the moment. Okay. So what we're looking at is got that road bridge there. So what we're looking at is actually a town in about here. So if I push in a asphalt road going in, say about that far, and get the road crew on that. It's a little bit close to here, but I think if we build the town like between these two, and maybe they suffer a little bit of pollution, but there's not much I can do about that. Right, I think I'll move you as well. Just so they've got the freedom to design the town in there. You can see, so the actual town will be a lot closer to this. Oops, thank you, Gabe. And I think that will solve my long-term steel problem. Right, let me just... Got a building collapse. I know where this is. Over here. My little village of New Hope is slowly falling apart here. It's falling into dereliction. Get rid of you. Don't need you at the moment. But there's nothing I can do about it because I can't get out there. I can't even clean the buildings up. Right. 8.71 tons of steel. So we are getting a reasonable... Oh, finally cleared this bit up here. So remove you as well. Just give these guys... We do have this road out here. We built this road through here. We built this bit of road here. This one's going to be tricky. We'll get our construction office to build that. Well, we can get the ordinary crew on that as well. This I need to suspend because if a truck gets into here, it could get stuck. Because at the moment, the only way in is a one-way road. And that's always very potentially dangerous. I think we'll get something on that as well. So we can start to build in this area here. Right. I want the... Right, overlay. Where's the crops? I'm looking for any kind of large bits of crops which can be... You go into there. Go into there. You assist with that. That. We've actually done pretty well this cycle. We've actually come out in November with 2,582 tons in the warehouse. It's not enough, but it's a big step in the right direction. Right, I can't build the town. How's the... Actually, sorry. Is this road down here built? Right. That's exactly what I wanted. The next kind of big target would be through here, but I want to make sure... How many roads has the road crew got? Where are you? These are... Okay. You're working on that road there. Right, I'm not going to do anything new just at the moment, but I would certainly like to get this road asphalted. Because it would then... Because what I'm looking to do eventually is like create a bit of a ring road here. So that the trucks that are currently going through the centre don't. Actually, just seen that. Right, how's the population? Right, our population is stable to 83%. Our loyalty is about 56%. Let's just get over. Right, we've now finished this. All we got to do now is hope it doesn't burn down by the spring. What's the fertility in these fields? 145. So the fertility here is really good. So we need to build up that money so that we can get the... And you do have power, don't you? Yep. As I say, I'm not going to risk spending a lot of money putting tractors in here until we get to about late January. Because, of course, the problem we got here is there's going to be actually very limited fire coverage because the fire trucks will have to come all the way over from here. And that's going to be a major risk. Right, that's removed. we're now in kind of winter stasis. So the only thing I can do now is kind of just pull our crews back. This guy doesn't have any other work to do at the moment. All he's got is a road to build, and he's doing that symbol there says it's actually a repair. It's the other symbol where it's actually when it's repairing machines. So how are we doing here? I haven't checked this for a little while. I think the population's now at a point where we kind of got, we're not getting a lot of fertilizer, but actually that's oil going in. This is the fertilizer tank going out is full. So let's just have a look at our economy. Where are we making money? Last month. So our biggest export was clothes, meat, food, bitumen, alcohol, a little bit of construction waste, plastic, some liquid fertilizer. So we are actually, I just thought what we can do is who's actually picking up the liquid fertilizer. Synthetic, unload of the synthetic. I don't get, so you're not, I think you're the one I'm looking for. Yep, you're delivering the fertilizer. So I think we can actually, you need fertilizer. The other thing we're going to need in here is fuel. Oh, we got a tiny amount of fuel. Who's delivering the fuel? Actually, oh, make sure all the fields are connected as well. Actually, kind of think it. We could. I think that's just the only one that's missing. Okay. Right, this one's at 10%. Push you to 30%. I think we can afford it. Because we've got to make sure we got the fuel here. The other thing I wouldn't mind putting out here, in fact, I think I'm going to schedule it, is that this is a large farm, which means we should be able to get plenty of cupboard holes, but we're going to need to deliver the crops to wherever we're going to send them. So we're going to need a distribution office out here. Go for the full 7. Put you about there. Give you enough road so that there's no queue. And of course it also means that the road crew. So we need to build that. We won't need it until the summer next year, but it will pay to have it ready and raring to go. We do need to get some workforce into here. I could push my luck a little bit and say that things have been relatively quiet out here from a fire perspective, but this probably is pushing my luck a little bit too much. Yeah. So we are getting a tiny amount of fuel in here. Well, how are we doing? Right, that bit of road there is now built, so we can get that guy on there. That's what's being built here. This being built, is that being allocated? I'd like to get this built through here, so you can work on that. And I think I'm running out of time on the video, so I just to do one final thing. Is this can be no, I think we could do something with now. I think I'd rather remove that and then build a proper road while that's being built. This is now being built. This is being rollered, which means we've got the road to here. We're now gonna push this all the way through to there. And then once that rollering's been finished, I can build this right the way through to this coal mine. And then that allows us to put the road infrastructure in here. So that is it. That's being built. That's being built. We've got a power substation out here, which I built. Question is that I'm trying to think. This will draw a lot of power in this area, but I'd like to keep it self-contained. I don't really want to connect it onto this line, because this is was never really designed to be things. So we're gonna have to keep the power. I mean, we could build a small coal-fired power station out here. That is a possible option, and that would then possibly we can feed off of this ore processing plant. That's an option, but I'm not gonna get into that just at the moment. What is this? Oh, this is the coal delivery, isn't it? Okay. I'm kind of looking for a quick win job for these guys. Something that they can build. Doesn't cost too much money that I'm going to need going forward. I mean, we could build something like this for the rail construction office in this area. But come back up to here. That's still being built. Anything in here which we got a heat exchanger here, 11 tons of steel. Actually, no. These are heat exchangers. I think what I will do now is get this rebuilt, because we will need that eventually because we will need to distribute water around this area. So we can do that. Actually, one thing I can do just for the winter, just to keep the guys busy, is we can build another section of this. It only needs asphalt, and we get the construction crew on that. So we might as well just use the time to build that. It won't use any steel, so there's no cost incurred from that. And then if we can build this section in, that will mean that this part of the road can be brought back into full use, or will be ready to go later on. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do is play on to roughly the end of February, so that we can go into a new season. Hopefully we will then have the population here to start moving our workforce up to here. In fact, I think I'm going to fund to just train up some more of these from the third world, so that because what we're gonna have to do is pull workers from here to be able to go up to there. Anyway, until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.